Good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I hope you're rejoicing. I am glad in it. Of course I am. Like, what are the other options? They're not so good. So let's go. This is the day. If you know it, sing it with me. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in him, and be glad in him. That's right. Let the other drivers think you're crazy. They're like, what? Why is she so happy? Well, hello. I'd rather be this happy, full of joy, full of God. That is contagious. Right, Millie? Good morning. If you're watching and you can hear me, say, yes, I can hear you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Love you guys. Right? Like that. Let's spread that. Let's spread love. Let's spread joy. Let's spread the good vibes, right? Everything else is not so good. So I wanted to do this live because I got in my car and I have my little bag. I love this little bag. It's not a lunch bag, but I love it. It's the I Am Active Wear. I like it because it's gold and it's blingy and it's me and I love it. But anyway, I put my lunch in there. I have all the goodness of God. I have these. I have my water, and I have another meal in there. So it's truly not by accident, right? It's not by accident. It is planned. I made these eggs on Sunday. So this is egg white and spinach and sweet potatoes. And I like a little bit of honey. And I can have 1 scoop of peanut butter because I'm totally addicted, you all. I have such an addictive personality. It's so sad. I stopped drinking coffee for a year, okay? The truth comes out, confession. I did not drink coffee for a year. And I had to go back to the things that I learned from Tony Robbins in leadership. And it's so important that we describe ourselves as the person that we are. So if you're struggling and you're looking to quit, you can't say, I haven't smoked in 3 days, because, you're counting. That means that you are a smoker. But if you say, I don't smoke, I had to say, I'm not the girl that drinks coffee, because I backslid for 3 weeks. I'll blame it on ChatGPT when I went to do so rude. I was so tired, so tired, right? And I went ahead and I had coffee. I had coffee at the conference. And ever since then, I will have a cup here and there and a cup here and there. And it came back to where I am again getting the headaches. I am getting the coffee caffeine headaches in the morning. I stopped drinking coffee, and I'll just say it just for accountability, but I am the girl that does not drink coffee. So I did not drink coffee for, now it's 5 days, and I still get the caffeine, my body calling me for it. So anyway, I, before this internet went out, so rude, wanted to let you know that it's not by accident, right? We plan things, and then we are able to live up to those results. So I plan my meals on Sundays. Usually, it could be Saturday or Sunday, depending on how busy I am on Saturday. If I can get it out on Saturday, I'd rather do it on Saturday so I actually have a Sabbath and not have something to do on Sunday. So what I do is I get a big frying pan and I get a carton of egg white from Costco, and I just spray a little bit of olive oil and I do it in slow cooking, like maybe in 3, and I cover it and it becomes an omelet with the egg white. right? So what I do is once it's done in about 15 minutes, I cut it in 4 pieces because it's a big frying pan. So I just go like this, like if it was a pizza, and I slice it in 4 pieces. So that's 4 meals. And then I cook, because I'm lazy, I do spinach. I do frozen spinach from the frozen section at the supermarket. It's in a pack, it's square, and I do the same thing. I put a little bit of olive oil and I cook it very slowly, and I do 2 different frying pans, and I just let it cook for the next 15 minutes. And then when it's ready, I split that in 4. And then, like if I'm not prepping for a show, like right now I'm not, thank you Jesus, I am not competing till November, I am able to have sweet potatoes. So I do the sweet potatoes, I do it, again, I'm telling you, I'm lazy. What I do is I get the sweet potatoes, and I have a brush, like a brush that you will use for dishes. So I have a brush that I only use to scrub the vegetables. So I scrub it and I clean it really good because I eat the skin of the sweet potatoes. So I clean it and then I put it in the microwave. I get a big sweet potato and I put it in the microwave and I put it for about 10 minutes. And then I take that and I split it in 4, and there it is. And the peanut butter is just 1 spoon. I can only have 1 spoon. I tell myself 1 spoon, girl. My trainer said you can have 1 spoon because I am addicted. I can have peanut butter all day long. I just love it. And it's not the healthy kind, okay? It's not. That's not the one I like. I like the really unhealthy peanut butter. So, because it's sweet and it's good and it's not good for me. So there you go. But it's not by accident. It's my whole point. It is something that you plan. It's day in and day out. I did my fasted cardio. I'm on my way to the dentist because I have Invisalign. I said to myself that it was okay to be 57 years old. I'm 58 and a half. But at 57, I decided that I wanted to have straight teeth because my teeth are not straight. The ones on top are, but my bottom teeth right here, they have been crooked all of my life. And I said, it is no longer okay for me to have crooked teeth. So yeah, I'm vain, pray for me. And after my teeth are straight, then I am going to get, to look to get it whitened and see how that goes for me. But if not, I am so getting veneers because I am vain that way. Just saying. It's something I wanted to do all of my life. I have my sister Maggie that passed, and it's something she wanted to do. And she never did it. She passed at 59, and it was something that she never got to do, and I am doing it for me, and I'm doing it for her memory because I get to show up for myself, because why not? If there was something going on with a friend or a family member and they needed $5,000-$6,000, I would definitely say yeah, sure, if I had the money. So why not? Why not invest in my smile? I believe that our smile are contagious. I believe it is good to spread the goodness. If I'm not having a good day, I say very little. I'm just saying, because I don't want to spread that. I don't watch the news. I really don't. I am not a person that watches the news. I am not a person that gets into, like even the other day, is so sad. I was next to someone that all they were doing was complaining. I literally removed myself from that situation because I felt that could affect my mood and my day, because they were so extremely negative that it was actually messing with my own mindset. And no, thank you. One thing that I think is so important is that we watch what we put into our being, as far as what we watch, what you're watching on Netflix, the blogs that you watch, the things that you look at is so important, to be able to have control of that. There's not many things that we can control, right? There's our plan, and then there's God's plan. I go back to the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And I love the sentence where it says to know the difference, because there's some things that I can't control, and one of them is my thoughts, right? How I eat, how I show up for my family, how I take care or not take care of my temple. Those are choices that we all make. It's not an accident, it's by choice. So I hope that today you are choosing to actually move forward, to actually live up to your dreams. I am choosing not to drink coffee because I am the girl that does not drink coffee. You guys pray for me. I am going to the Dominican Republic, and when I went to Puerto Rico, I definitely had a coffee. So maybe as I'm there, I am going to have a coffee. But I am going to have a coffee just because it's the island thing to do. It's what we do. I'm Dominican. I'm going to be in DR. Why not have a cup of coffee? But, I am the girl that doesn't drink coffee. So as long as I'm clear that I'm not coming back. And that's why I actually tell on myself, right? I told you all that I struggle with being on time. This is, my trainer actually said, I noticed you've been coming on time. So I think I am on I started, when did I start? I'm trying to remember when I posted. It's been a few days. It's been 4 or 5 days. I'm actually going to the dentist. I am usually 10-15 minutes late. I have a reason for why I'm late every single time. In my head, I don't say that to people because I'm not in denial. I know I'm just late. I apologize. But it is just not okay. I want to be a better leader. I want to show up better for my family, for others. And, I had a mastermind that I am actually paying tons of money to this mastermind. And I showed up every single day late. Well, there was one day, and there was one day I got there on time. But, we had a film, an individual with my mentors, and I didn't make it on time. I was so ashamed. There was 7 people there, and, they're there for me to actually do film and do things in regards to my business and, mastermind and come up with ideas, and I did not show up on time, and I was so ashamed. And the very next day, that's when I said, that's it, this needs to change. And I hope that you're looking at your life, and I believe that God has placed that in us automatically into our lives, to where we have that button where, we have that guilt, where we actually feel like, hey, this is no longer okay. And that's where I'm at. I want to be able to be mindful of other people's time. I'm a recovering addict. So in recovery, we have, mentors and sponsors and accountability partners. And I look to stay accountable, to tell on myself, and it's not okay for this girl to continue to show up late. And I'm looking to do better. I hope that you're looking to do better in areas of life where you do have control, like getting there on time. Because I said to my coaches, I said, so one of them was so kind. Thank you, Terrence, if you ever watch this. He said, Glenis, you were late, but you had your makeup on, you had your hair done, you look amazing, and that's why we were able to produce the content that we produce for your business, for you to be able to attract your ideal client. So if you wouldn't have taken your time, you wouldn't have been ready. But I could have done all that and been ready. And I said, Terrence, I love you. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful for this family that has poured into me. And Mitch Carson, if you ever watch this, Mitch took it to a different place. He said, you know, one of my mentors, I got cured from being late because in his karate class, his teacher basically, you know, just hit him really, really hard as a team in the stomach because he was late. He was like, you never come late to my class. And, you know, that's what Mitch said, okay? And he said it taught him a lesson for the rest of his life. And I hope that, you know, on Thursday as I was there and I felt such shame, that it taught me a lesson for the rest of my life to actually show up on time. I love you guys. I do need to eat this food before I walk into the dentist, and I have 2 minutes to do it. So just want to say that I love you. Have a good rest of the day.